Sana!
I think... Don't take offense.
Okay, here comes something.
Cancelled already. What would they be if
they weren't idols?
I wanna know, what is love? This is for entertainment purposes only. However, it is based upon science, kwansang, traditional Korean science that we only have in Korea, but it's very scientifically accurate. Nayeon, ice cream shop staff. She's gonna work in Baskin Robbins.
Oh my god!
Yeah, either yogurt or ice cream.
Oh my god!
She looks like somebody who you would meet at the counter.
Oh my god!
Of an ice cream shop.
God.
And she's gonna be like the happy clerk there. She's not gonna be the depressed one, but
So
she's gonna be the happy one.
Fucking accurate. Oh my god.
In Baskin Robbins.
She's like very happy,
Very-
and she has the bunny vibes, you know?
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I totally agree, 100% she's the person you meet at the counter. So I allocated her to a movie theater.
Oh, 미소지기.
Yes, misogyny.
Yeah.
Misogyny is the term for a movie theater worker. If you translate it literally, it means a
Smile.
A person who holds smile.
She wouldn't be a fit for Cold Stone though. Those
Robbins.
hip, gelato places. No,
It has to be a Baskin
It has to be a Baskin Robbins.
Once again.
This is science. I told you, man. Chiyo, professional swimmer or some type of athlete.
Isn't that your personal desire?
What, to see her in a swimsuit? Oh yeah. She has a really like her body is a good fit for an athlete. It's not like a skinny K-pop girl idol body.
Nope.
She's the type of girl that would hang out with boys and girls and with no problem.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
And a lot of athletes are kind of like that because they're used to growing up with a lot of guys inside them. I think she would be the perfect fit for a athlete, especially a professional swimmer.
Okay. I don't know why you prefer swimming out of all
She's gonna
sports.
be beach
but
volleyball too.
Her aura or her vibes just tell she's a firm person. She's
Yes.
very firm.
Yes.
And she has a very big voice. Her vocal skills and her her presentation, you call it, it's very like loud and just like out of the normal jobs, like a teacher would be good because she would be a very teacher material, as in like a leader, like leading kids.
She would not take shit from the kids.
Yes. She would be very firm and she'd have a very big voice, like, you in the back, be quiet, come out here, and like
That kind of sounds like bitchy. It's like, you out.
Okay, next let's go with Chongyeon.
Oh,
Speaking of athletes,
really?
my specific athlete category would be soccer. She has those metrosexual vibes as well because she has short hair. She kind of looks strong and she's very tall. I think she's the tallest among Twice, if I'm not wrong.
Really?
But she has height as well, so I think even among soccer players, she's gonna be a striker.
She's gonna be the Drogba of
No,
women's soccer in Korea. Peter Crouch.
No.
I think this is the first time we disagree.
Okay.
I don't see her as athlete material. Her face, it looks kind of like more mature than other Twice members.
Oh yeah, I agree on that.
Her short hair also comes into account. So I gave her a really professional job.
Okay.
I think she's gonna be a lawyer.
Oh.
Do you see that? I think I saw a picture of her with the suit on, and that looks super professional.
I think I agree more to this. Sana!
I think... Don't take offense.
Okay, here comes something.
Cancelled already.
Yeah, I'm not ready. Okay.
She's the girl that clubs hire to dance inside the clubs.
Is that a job?
Yeah, that is a job.
So there are actually people that are like
Paid to be in clubs and dance. I can recognize them because like I used to go clubbing a lot when I was younger. And like they have this specific look, when they're dancing, they don't have a lot of soul in it. They're like, and she's just like, in a neutral face. She kind of looks really careless. She doesn't give a fuck about anything. Her facial structure and her facial features, there's something that like club people would perhaps like.
I don't
big
know.
eyes, a straight nose, and she has the facial features of that kind of girl.
I think Sana represents like the standard Japanese girl.
Oh, like the very
quiet, obedient, the very
submissive.
cute that has a lot of
Don't call
ego.
it standard. People will be offended. The stereotypical.
And also like very elegant at the same time. Like Japanese people, when you see their like dressing or how they act or stuff, they're very like, I don't know. They seem very elegant and very mannerly educated or something like that. The job
What
I
is the
just
job?
thought was a nurse.
A nurse.
She would totally fit in the
Oh.
nurse costume or uniform.
That's the Pokemon
Yeah, the
nurse.
Pokemon nurse. And she'd be like totally like you know caring for other people, and she would have very good manners. And Momo, I personally think Momo has the most fit body among Twice. Like she has the dancing body. She's really fit, and she's a perfect dancer. If you see her vibes when she's doing like live streams or doing reality shows, she has a lot of aegyo, and she's like the affectionate type of person. Like a lot of people would be attracted by her. It makes her a perfect yoga instructor or a health trainer or something, like a personal trainer. And then like follow me.
I actually have a very different profession.
Okay. Oh, science is getting ruined. What?
She's gonna be a 백반집 아줌마. She's gonna be the owner slash waitress slash cook of this really old and rundown restaurant that serves traditional Korean food in the corner of like a middle of nowhere. In a really like dark alley or something.
Okay.
And she's gonna be like one of those like hot but old ajummas that used to look hot.
What?
No,
what the hell? Why?
I mean like if you look at her eyes, we call this like a fox type of
Yeonun?
Yeah. That below her eyes.
Caterpillars.
Yeah, the caterpillars. They're very thick. And she has a sort of like a crescent type of smile on her eyes.
I don't know. Aren't you just referring to
Fox-like.
Kim Busan?
Yeah, I'm just referring. I just have that actress in my mind, but I think like when she gets older, like she will age to be like that kind of like very mature and very beautiful lady that's like making like rice. Like there are those kind of people. I know in Korea. I seen those restaurants.
I don't
I've been
know.
at those places.
I don't know
And
what you're talking
there are
about.
places where
Like usually when I go to restaurants, I go to eat food, but not
I know,
look at,
but like
like restaurant owners.
I know, but Mina is gonna be a plastic surgery consultant in a hospital.
Very detailed here.
Yes.
All your jobs here are very detailed.
Super detailed. It's because it's science. Here's the thing with like plastic surgery consultants.
Okay.
They kind of look like they themselves had plastic surgery. And I'm not saying Mina has had plastic surgery, but she has the face where like many people in Korea, they kind of want to be. You know, very big eyes, very straight nose.
Okay.
And her facial structure is like the ideal kind of for many Koreans who are actually doing plastic surgery. They kind of go for this look. A lot of the plastic surgery consultants kind of have that look too because they want to be the models for that shit. And she also has that the look, the cold kind of look. And
Oh, yeah.
a lot of the
Yeah, the
plastic
cold
surgery consultants also have a very cold look. They're very they're business people. They sell surgeries.
I just think she's a very quiet and timid person. I never seen her speak that much. She's very well known for not having any aegyo at all. She gets very uncomfortable when she's requested to do aegyo. And also she goes shopping alone a lot. So I think she's kind of like I don't know, a person who likes to be alone or like quietly do her own job and not being bothered by other people. She would be perfectly fit as a librarian.
Oh.
She would just work in a library.
Oh, I can totally see that. She's gonna be the hot librarian that you really
Why
want to
do-
get the number.
Why do you
But
always
she's like so shy and timid, and like you really want to talk to her, but like you might.
She's very cold.
She's very cold. She looks very cold, and you're kind of afraid that you'll startle her or something like that because
Yeah.
if you talk to her, she'll be like. Also, she's the type of girl that's really soft inside, and in K-dramas, like you have this like really cold-looking girl that the guy's afraid to talk to, and then you have this incident where like something happens between them, and like the guy has to talk to her, and she turns out to be a really nice girl.
Okay, that's very detailed.
Very specific. This
I don't
is
know
science.
Taehyun, she's very goofy.
She's like this Jui.
Yeah, she's like fourth dimension, and she's very manly.
Oh,
She
yeah.
doesn't give a shit about like feminine,
traits.
or anything, and she's very active. She's like hyper. She's a salesperson, but I would say like she sells like medicine or something.
What?
약장수.
Oh, 약장수. This is a profession that we only have in Korea. kind of like a con man. You're selling shit that you don't really need to buy.
Yeah, like usually these people sell to elders,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, 이리 와, 이리 와. It's like 5,000원, 3개
Oh,
5,000원.
yeah, I can totally see that actually.
And she's like making bargains with people and like out of like shit products and
E-Mart, which is like a big, kind of like the Walmart of Korea.
yeah.
In the food section, you have these ladies, usually ajummas, that are trying to sell you food and ask you to try this shit.
Promotion.
And they're like grilling, pork
Oh,
and shit,
shit.
like that.
Oh my
and
God.
they give you in these cups and they're like, oh, 총각.
This we have in common, finally.
Yeah. She's that type of girl
Yeah.
that can bring in a crowd and knows how to sell
Yes.
shit.
Chaeyoung. She just likes to sleep. She just likes to live healthy. And
Doesn't go out much.
Yeah, and she likes healthy food and she likes music and thinking. I just thought she would perfectly fit as a novelist. Like she would fit as a freelancer. She would not like to be like fit inside like social job constraints and schedules. She would like to sleep as much as she wants. She would like to work whenever she wants to work and not being constrained by like places or locations.
I'm gonna base this on science of Kwanzang.
Okay.
Looking at her eyes, this is very important in somebody's eyes. This end of your eyes, it goes up a little. It goes up a little. That means you have a really strong character. You don't back down on stuff. And she has this dot.
Oh, that dot.
That is very important in the science
That
of Kwanzang.
dot, yes.
It means you have some different intentions, ulterior motives behind you. You're a shady person. So I came up with, according to the science of Kwanzang, she's gonna sell insurance. She's an insurance salesman. She's gonna be selling insurance to people, and she's gonna be that ajumma who's attracting all the other ajummas in her friend group. You don't believe
I
me?
don't disagree on this, no. Jui! I don't know if it's because of her language barrier or not, but she seems very shy and timid, and she also seems very quiet at the same time. I have a perfect fit for this kind of person in Korean stereotypes. It's called the 꽃집 아가씨.
Oh, you know what? That is actually really good.
Sexist. So I was kind of worried because this is a very stereotypical thing among Korean dudes, but
girls want to be 꽃집 아가씨.
yeah.
It's their
girls
dream.
that know they are pretty and they know they have those kind of traits, but they want to have a quiet life and just like, stay out of like too much spotlight. It's kind of a job that
many girls want to do.
Yeah, many girls want to do.
I know a close friend of mine. I hope to God she's not watching this because her dream since her early 20s, and she's by the way, she's graduated a very good university and all that. Her dream is to marry a rich guy and open a flower shop.
Oh shit!
And be
I
the
was about to
florist.
say this. They like usually florists like get picked up by rich guys.
Yeah, and
I was
and
about
that's
to
like
say
their
that.
hobby thing.
Yeah,
It's a hobby thing.
I was about to say that, but I thought it would sound a little sexist and stuff. So
well, I'll be totally honest here. There are a lot of people that are like that. There are,
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying all Korean women or all florists, for the matter,
Yeah.
are people that have been picked up by rich guys or are willing to be or are hoping to be picked up by rich guys. But there are a big portion of people, of females in Korea that have this kind of fantasy.
Yes,
It's like retiring when you're 30. I kind of have a similar job for her. It's not really a job. Well, it is in Korea. 재벌이세 부인, 사모님. We call it 사모님. We have these families called 재벌, which are like conglomerates. They're like the Trump.
And Samsung, Hyundai.
Samsung, the Samsung family, for example. And she's gonna be the person that marries one of them. And the people that these families marry, they have very, very specific traits. They're not too flashy. They're not too flashy. And yet they're not ugly. They're quite beautiful most of the time. And they have this very pure kind of look.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they don't look too naive. They have a very sophisticated look. They look intelligent. They also look pure. And I think Jui is the perfect example of that. She looks like she looks like she doesn't have lots of like up and downs in her mood.
They shouldn't be aggressive.
Yeah, she's not
or outgoing.
too outgoing, but she's also not that like so timid type of girl. So I think she's a perfect fit for that
kind of fits with Florists.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
All about marrying rich guys. So there you go. We got canceled by now, but
Oh no. Mind that this is only for fun. This
No,
is only
it's
for
science.
fun, and we agree. We admit that there are a lot of stereotypical factors in our explanations. So please put that in mind.
hey, don't expect this to be politically correct. This is what fun is about.
Yeah.
This is what fun is
Okay,
about.
So like, and that would be the jobs they would have been if they weren't idols. And let us know what you think about our opinions. If you think we're fucking stupid guys that are like sexist and
These
stereotypical,
sexist
or
motherfuckers.
yeah, or whether if you agree to us in some kind of points, or whether you have different thoughts. Like, what do you think each member would look like as another like job?
And also, again, what do we look like if we weren't YouTubers?
Oh, after all this
Yes,
shit, we're
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
like,
tell
I
us.
don't know, man
Some
prostitutes or something.
Rapists.
Be
That's
like-
not a job.
You're gonna be a rapist.
If you're gonna cancel me, please at least tag me in the tweets so that I can look. I can go look. I enjoy seeing those actually. So I always search
Okay.
DKDKTV on Twitter.
So yeah, please follow us and subscribe and check out our Patreon as well.
We have interesting content, including podcasts. I talked about a lot of stuff. Very exclusive
Go
stuff.
check that
Behind
out.
the scenes shit.
I do food porn stuff, so go check that out.
Okay.
And
Bye bye. Don't cancel us. I wanna know.